Peace, 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 peace. Share real quick. In love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam, 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 Islam. If I can, in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, praises be to Allah, the author, the creator, the governor of the world, almighty, eternal, and incomprehensible. Allah be his sweet and holy name unto us as Moorish American Muslims who follow the divine prophet that was sent to us in the year of 1886. Islam, noble then and noble now, and noble will he always be. Our brother man, our friend, our prophet, divine prophet, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Islam, Moors, Islam, 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 Moors. We give honors to all Islam who can trace themselves back to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Islam. But before I say that, Moors, we got to give honors to the forerunner of the Prophet, Moors, Marcus Moselle Garvey. Islam. If you understand the mission of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, you must study the mission of Marcus Moselle Garvey. Islam. Islam, praises be to Allah, honors to his prophet. And with Marcus Moselle Garvey, you will see, okay, he never had to go to United States government for anything, Islam, or any other corporation. He produced, from his own thoughts by Allah's divine permission, Islam. But I want to share something in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, Islam. If we can, keeping on our hearts and minds the Moorish American prayer, Islam, of Allah is the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And with that, I was thinking of, ye are the children one Father, provided for by his breast, the one mother have given you suck. Islam, we say these things, Moors, Islam, and I want to share this in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. A lot of Moors don't want to say this, but we got to quit with the hate. Islam, there's nowhere in our literature where we can find from Prophet Noble Drew Ali where I'm supposed to come against any El or Bay who will they way to Allah, okay, from Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Islam, now we can imitate a lot of things, but a lot of Moors want to not imitate the Prophet when it comes to love. If you're not with their group, there's no love. If you're not with their clique, there's no love. And that's not the way of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Moors. Islam, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Islam, Moors, we got to keep it exactly how he has set it up, okay? And if you're reading from all 14 acts, which is the divine constitution, the bylaws, and additional laws, you have a Moorish American prayer, just like I have a Moorish American prayer. We are of one mind. Might be a different function in the mind, but we are of one mind. Islam? So why are we still in 2018, 19 now, Islam, why are we still debating where we're not getting anything done in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice for us, by us? Okay? So what I like to share with the Moors is, I hear a lot of brothers and sisters saying that they this, they that, or they, I don't want to get caught up into any of that. What I want to share with you is, if you're ready to do some work in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, we do not championship to be the head, the Grand Major Temple. We do not championship to be the central authority. But I will share with you in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice that I am with Allah and his prophet in the same book, same page, same filing. Now, what does that mean? That means that I have authority from Noble Drew Ali. Okay? How did you get this, Brother Arnil Bey? I sat with an elder. Yes, I paid for it because he said I was not a part of his group, or I was not a part of the other brother's group. And we took this document and we did exactly as Prophet Noble Drew Ali instructed us to do, is to go to the city hall, which is in the county of Cook, and we went for a favorable reply. Praises be to Allah, Moors. We did not receive the favorable reply in 2006. We did not receive the favorable reply, and then this is using the Hers Revised Statute in 2007. We did not receive it until 2008. Praises be to Allah. And you can find this in the same book, the same page as Prophet Noble Drew Ali. What we did is we took the document that we received from the elder, the senior, Brother D. Bailey Ill. Okay. How did you get this from him, Moors? Because he knew that he had took a group of Moors that I was working with as an officer for Prophet Noble Drew Ali. He had took them through the AC of the MST of A. Some Moors say it was backdoor. He did it without the other Moors knowing, or he did it this way. His 7 sheiks didn't know, etc., etc., etc. But he did it. Islam. And from there, a group of us come. Islam. And from there, he came and he shared with me, him and the brother. I won't mention his name either, Islam. But they came and they said, look, Moore, that brother's not doing the job right now, but we have some documents that you need if you want to be lawful. You're talking about opening up and doing business or businesses in the name of Noble Drew Ali, in the name of the Moor Science Temple America, and you can't because you're not a part of the corporate side of the Moor Science Temple America. That was the word from Brother D. Bailey Hill. Until I received the document from him. Mind you, he didn't even respect me in the public as a Grand Sheik, as an officer. He always said I had a study group under him. Okay? So he was playing games, Morris, is what I'm sharing with you. Another brother with him was playing games. But we was able to take this document in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice and sit with those like Brother Asir, the Duke of Cheer, who understood some things in the Hers Revised Statute, Brother Moden Bey, Wilcox Bey, who are members with Brother D. Bailey Ill today, and we still keep in contact with Brother Moden Bey, who are also officers, governors, Islam, for Brother D. Bailey Ill. Islam, we had Sister Destiny Bey, we had Sister Coco Bey, Brother Donison Bey, Sister Donison Bey, Sister Alexa Ill. We had a lot of brothers and sisters who was working on the law side, Brother Charles Bey, and they were studying, along with attorneys, how we can stay lawful under the Prophet. Because we noticed that a lot of Moors were saying they were lawful, but you go to the county or their county that they're in, and there is no Moor Science Temple America mentioned, Islam. So we just wanted to be lawful Moors. So we went through and we did what we had to do in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice to be lawful, okay? Excuse me for doing something else. So what I'm sharing with you, on the highways and byways in the Moor Science Temple America, we've been through a lot of different, I call them schools of thoughts, Moors. A lot of Moors and a lot of elders, a lot of singers in the Moor Science Temple America don't see it that way. They see if you're not with their group, it's that way. It's that school of thought. And there is no other thought, okay? Well, that's kind of dogmatic in thinking. In every way of life, in every religious society, in every religious organization, there's always going to be more than one school of thought. So I don't have time for that, Moors. You know, for many years, I joined the Moor Science Temple America at the age of 12, and I have sat with many of the brothers and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and we're not on here to speak radical against any group or any Moors of the Moor Science Temple America, but what I'm here to share with you, let's work, okay? Let's time out for all the games of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. If you really want to see the Moorish Science Temple of America do great things, and you want to see great things come from the Moorish Science Temple of America, then you need to take your hands and let's work. Okay? Let's work. I don't know if your leader, your spiritual leader, your spiritual teacher has took you directly to the prophet. Okay? I'm not here to throw any stones at anyone, but the little that I do have in the Moorish Science Temple of America about Prophet Noble Drew Ali, I'm here to share it with you. Okay? In love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And I'm really speaking now to those who are corporate officers or officers in the Moorish Science Temple of America. We have a platform that will work for your temple, for your group. It's connected with the prophet in the county of Cook. Okay? It's lawful. Okay? It's lawful. Moors got to get used to understanding that the prophet was about law. Islam, religious law. And from there, Moors, the prophet is teaching us that we can enforce law and create our own laws and customs. This is not just for inside a temple building, Moors. What do you do when your children go to a public school and they talking about they got to get the flu shot? We have something for that, okay? What happens when you and your family are traveling and they want to take your turban off your head? They want to take your fez off your head through TSA. If you're a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, we have a proper procedure for that, okay? This is what Home Office is into, okay? And I'm just a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America and an officer who works in Home Office. Home Office is in Chicago, Illinois. It's not in Carbondale. Okay? The prophet, if you read the charter that we have here, that we received from Brother D. Bailey Ill, the prophet said that Chicago is headquarters. The prophet declared that, not Brother Arnell Bay. So I can't anyone change that, okay? So Chicago is our headquarters. Chicago is our headquarters. And what we're doing, we're working to make things greater, inshallah, for us as Moorish American Muslims, as we're doing our work here in America. A red bird, praises be to Allah, Islam, a red bird. Islam. So we're working to do work here in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice as we're living on these shores in North America, okay? Do your county know who you are? Do they know anything about the Moorish Science Temple of America? Even as a member, some Moors say, well, Moor, you shouldn't put them on notice. The prophet didn't do that. Refer back to the Moorish guides. The prophet were putting people and corporations and entities on notice in the 20s. Just go back and read your Moorish guides. So why are we not putting them on notice today? Imitate all the prophet, he said. So that's one program that we have. Every member would receive a letter of acceptance into the Moorish Science Temple of America from Home Office, which is in Chicago, Illinois, which comes from 7 sheiks, which comes from a council, Islam. And from there, we're working Moors, so that we can have schools set up throughout the United States, so where we can have holistic clinics, okay, connected to the schools and to the temples. Missionary departments that's doing work in your community, just like American Red Cross, Red Crescent, okay? We want to do the work. We're not here to argue and say Kirkman Bey did this, Emil did that. We don't have time to point the finger at anyone but self. Islam? Islam, brother Sadiq, and let them know more, because you know about the history in Chicago, Illinois. That brother as well was made a grand sheik or sheik by the same brother, D. Bailey Hill. And I think he tried to do that on a hush-hush. And then he scribbled out on that brother's documents, scribbled out on his sheik certificates and things that he ain't even supposed to do because it's sacred. But he was in his emotions, okay? Islam. So I just wanted to share that, Moors. But I want you to know, if you want to do some work, let's work. Okay? I don't have time to get on social media and be arguing with Moors. See, they've been arguing on social media since MySpace. We're the lawful this, and we're the central authority, and we can do this. But they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. Not in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Okay? And I'm not throwing any stones at anyone. Let's work. I have heard the great minds of brothers and sisters who are speaking about homeschooling, who are speaking about how we can set up holistic centers tied to the temples in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I have spoken with those who have spoken about law, how we can open up our own law department where we can start taking care of Moorish concerns. Yes, using the Heard's Revised Statute under the 1010-5905. Moors, we have a way, if that's the Moor Sons Temple of America and it is lawfully chartered, there's a way according to the 1010-5905 where we can have our own court in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, where we can arrest, where we can even detain. So we need help. We need help, Moors. We need help. We need help. We need those who want to grow food. Out in the wild hundreds of Chicago, Illinois, we have a lot that's big enough to grow enough food where we can start even giving some of the food away and sell some of the food, okay? We also have, right here in Carbondale, Illinois, we got about 6 different lots, okay? 6 different lots that we grow on starting in March. Right after the snow ends, another couple of weeks, inshallah, we'll be growing. We grow all kind of different vegetables, okay? But also, we're about to have a hemp farm, inshallah, this March coming up. If you want to invest in a hemp farm, contact me. Give me a call, okay? A hemp farm where you get paid. We're looking for those who want to invest or those who want to be a part of the farm. We got work to do, okay? And love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We don't have to go out and start another government. I'm starting to see more and more governments, entities popping up. Only thing you have to do is understand the charter of the prophet and read that metaphysical charter along with the charter, that 1010-5905 that's in the county and Cook, and understand if you're a member, your place. Understand if you're a member, your place under Prophet Noble Drew Ali. We don't have to use all these different titles. I'm the supreme this, and I'm of this lineage, and I'm that. You don't have to do any of that according to the Heard's Revised Statute. Okay? Now, Neil Bay, isn't Bailey Hill in charge? Is Braswell Bay in charge? I'm going to say this, in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, they're the same people. Okay? Who are arguing. Now, I don't want to say who's the higher self, and I don't want to say who's the lower self. They are the same exact people, okay? Anything that Brother Bailey Hill he had help putting things together, and a part of that staff was Brother E. Braswell Bay, Brother Rosati Hill, Brother Love Hill. See? He had help from those Moors. All those Moors are from the house of Ali. And from there's a fight. And I don't want to be a part of that fight, Moors. And I don't want you to be a part of that fight. What about the work? As they're caught up into the illusions, right? What about the work? We got work to do. How many people know how to sit down with politicians as the Moorish American Muslims? How many people know how to sit down with the councils in their communities? See? We got Brother Billy Denham Eel who wants to share some degrees with the Moorish American Muslims. And we want you to be able to receive these degrees in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We got other Moors who want to do some work. It's time to work, Moors. All this arguing and fighting, and we're not getting anything accomplished in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Look, Moors, okay? I had a sheikh who shared with me that Noble Drew Ali was very upset at us all. Okay? Allah be my witness to what I'm sharing with you. I had a sheikh, and the Sufi community know that shared that Noble Drew Ali was upset with us all. And since I heard that, and he also told me, and he spoke from on high, Allahu Akbar, he shared with me about the fight that I was going to go through, Islam. And he said, you got to always remember to endure. And when I heard that, I heard Noble Drew Ali. Because when you look at your charter, you see the camel, and what's underneath that? Endurance. 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 Islam. So I don't want to get caught up into the riffraff of D. Bailey Ill or Brother E. Braswell Bay or Brother Rasadi Ill. And I always share with Moors that you should sit with all three of them. Rasadi Ill Moors, he got to sit with some of those old Moors when they were wearing the cape. They were demonstrating high degrees and high science that were given to them by those who were taught either by the Prophet or those who were like right there with the Prophet. I bear witness to it. Even Brother Pleasant Bay Moors. People don't want to say it. All these Moors got jewels. Have the jewels in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and bring it back and use it in our communities for our children, for us. Okay? And we know man is truth and falsehood strangely mixed according to our prophet Noble Drew Ali, in which you have a whole chapter on it, chapter 3, the higher self versus the lower self. Islam. But all of them have jewels. Brother Lynch Bay, I've been following Brother Lynch Bay since I can remember. He's always been in the Moorish Temple of Mecca that I can remember. When I came along, he was writing articles back when I first came along, 13, 14. Brother Fuquan Bay Moors. Yeah. He was a grand governor for many years. Brother C. Warner Bay used to have us watching VHSs of the Moor and had us to demonstrate from his lessons that he shared, you see, during convention or whenever he spoke. All these Moors are Moorish American Muslims. Now, how do we get the lessons of Noble Drew Ali from them and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice so that we can improve ourselves? That's the degree. That's the degree. Remember, Moorish Temple of America, the first thing you hear from most of the elders is salvation is selfish and it's personal. It's personal and it's selfish. Islam meaning that you got to be about this for your own self. How you worship Allah and what you do with Allah and how you call on Allah. As long as you calling on Allah, the Creator who created everything ever was, is, and ever more to be. And you're doing it according to our Noble Drew Ali said, all is love. All is truth. See, our principles fall right in there. But back to the argument. With us Moors, we don't have time for that. To me, those are illusions of the world that the Moors are getting caught up on. Go sit with Brother R. Edward Zell. That Moor got so much history on the Moorish Temple of America. For someone to tell you not to go sit with brothers like this, you will be confused. Hawkins Bay. These are Moors that we should be sitting with because these Moors have taken the time out to write pamphlets, to write articles, to write books, to research for many years now. And when you start reading and researching and studying from all these different brothers, the YouTubes, before the YouTubes, the videos, the VHSs, and start studying what they were sharing, they're still sharing the same message back from back then of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, okay? Because truth don't change nor pass away, but let's get some work done. See? The elders kept the doors open so we can come do work. Are you going to still keep talking about the elders? Or are you going to get some work done? Well, Neil Bay, I'm over here with Bailey Hill, and he said this. Or I'm with Braswell Bay, and he said that. Only thing I'm asking, what did Noble Drew Ali say? And can they back up what they're saying according to Prophet Noble Drew Ali? If they can, well, we got to say Islam to that. But right now, we got work to do. Work to do. So those who are officers, I'm not trying to steal anybody's members. Again, everyone that's with Brother Arnil Bay go directly under the Prophet, under the 10-10-5-905, same book, same page. I might not be in Brother Daweed's Sheikh book. I might not be in Brother Kenya Umar Bay group Sheikh book or any other group Sheikh book, okay? But we know that we're sitting right there with Allah, divine prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Praises be to Allah. And I want to make sure others are able to trace themselves and find themselves. Same book, same page, under that 10-10-5-905 as Prophet Noble Drew Ali. As a member and as a brother, a sister, it becomes personal as well. He becomes our father, see? Read your nationality card, Moors. Noble Drew Ali becomes your father. Every religious order has a spiritual father. It's just that simple. Prophet Muhammad, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, is a father to his nation. Jesus is a father to his nation. Moses is a father to his nation. Noble Drew Ali is a father to you and I. I can remember Brother D. Guy Bay always sharing with me that Sister Christine Price Bay used to say Noble Drew Ali said he didn't have any children from his own seed. But we are his children. Okay? Sister Price Bay used to teach Brother D. Guy Bay, Grand Sheikh Divine Minister, that the Prophet said out his mouth, okay, that we were his children. Now, when you research it, you'll see it. In the Moorish Guide, he called us his children a couple of times. And Moors got upset for me for calling him my father. But guess what? When you take the 10-10-5-905 and apply it according to the Hers Revised Statute, the favorable reply they're going to give you is going to come. Noble Drew Ali is your father. Noble Drew Ali is your father. That's what the government, okay, is going to tell you. Not Arnil Bay. Noble Drew Ali is your father. Praise Allah. So we don't have time to argue and debate, Moors. What work do you have, and what good work do you bring to do in the name of Noble Drew Ali? Those who want to argue and fight, let them argue and fight, Moors, but we got to get some work done. Like right now, I'm waiting here as a brother and sister is out here shopping. It should be a young brother who can handle this job, not me. We should be able to have temples set up that can make sure those members who are members of the Moor Sons Temple of America don't have to ride the public bus, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, that they got their own transportation that's given to them by each Grand Sheikh or Grand Sheikhs or missionary for each area. Simple. How are you doing it, Neil Bay? Through credit. Through credit. A Maxim Enterprise, LLC, We couldn't do anything in the name of the Moorish Science Temple of America because we know it become a paper trail of brothers wanting to take you to court, etc., etc., etc. Because I'm going to share this with you. For those who say they're the central authority or they're the Grand Major Temple under Prophet Noble Drew Ali, it's over 300K in value. If you're the central authority and if you got the same, see, we got some work to do. Over 300K to play with. Imagine that. Over 300K to play with. You're central authority. You're the Grand Major Temple. You're the one you're the head. Go for it. Beautify the temple. Beautify the area. So when times get hard, we got somewhere to come to in Chicago. Islam. Praise Allah. Those are the thoughts we have in our mind. Our brother Tahaka Bey, he's got a great idea of doing the Moorish village. Islam. And I think the Moors should get behind them if they can. 30 days to find your life. Go clean up your credit so you can help this brother with a great idea. And if you don't want to do it with Tahaka Bey, say, I don't want to. Well, okay, look, Moors. It's a thought. Now you go do it. It's a thought. Now you go do it. Build and give back to the Prophet. But see, if you don't know how to do it and Tahaka Bey has the plan, why not just go with Tahaka Bey? Or any other Moorish American Muslim who has something to offer for us that's good. Why not come sit with Brother Ardnell Bey and those who are working home office under the Prophet and they have things that you're trying to do but you can't get it done? Are you that stubborn? Come out our low and let's rise up into love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We got work to do. I don't know it all. And guess what? It was a time for many years when I didn't know something, I would call brother like Roger Bloomington Bey. Basic things. Moors are looking for, I want to walk through these walls and I want to know if Prophet Noble Drew Ali did this. More, I would call and ask my brother R. Roger Bloomington Bey or brother Damu, because these brothers that were with brother Braswell Bey were diligent in studying the history of Prophet Noble Drew Ali to the T, where they start finding out the founders of business, of organizations, etc., etc., etc. And this helped build up your core. This is why I say go visit Brother E. Braswell Bey and his staff, if they still are teaching as such, okay? Because it'll help you. Go sit with Brother D. Bailey Hill. Brother Bailey Hill knows some things that I can't give to you. He can give it to you straight off. I said, let me go research it. Let me go to the archives and open up this or open up that. He comes straight from the dome with it. See? Go sit with all these senior officers that you can. Brother Recital Hill. Because Recital Hill got some jewels, Moors. He got some Sufi teachings that he was able to see and identify Noble Drew Ali. Then he got the lessons from those elders like the Cook Bays, right? Moors, off of just the sayings of those Moors. Just listening to the sayings that they used to say, Moors, became kind of like in-depth to us. Yeah, Moors, and you can do things off just the sayings. And see, that brother was right there. I was just hearing the sayings from other brothers who was raised from particular ones. Now just imagine if you right there. He had that experience. Praises be to Allah. So you want to sit with those who got to sit or was right there, who will be considered as companions of the Prophet, of our Prophet, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Islam, Cook Bay brothers would be, they loved by the Prophet. Gibbons Hill was loved by the Prophet. E. Millie Hill was loved by the Prophet. R. German Bay was loved. These Moors were loved by the Prophet. And he gave them certain degrees because he loved them. So who can now say that Noble Drew Ali didn't give them what they said that Noble Drew Ali gave them, and you can take the lessons and you can use their lessons and it adds up? You can put Kurtman Bay over here. You can put Givens Hill over there. You can put Emily Hill over here. You can put R. Jeremy Bay over there. You can put Sister Christine Price. All their lessons add up to the same, Moors. But we're fighting. We're arguing. We're into hard strife against each other. It's not the way of the prophet. Somebody is playing tricks with our minds. Don't let nobody play no trick with your mind. Go proclaim your nationality in the Moorish Science Temple of America and tell them all the negative stuff. I don't come for that. I don't have time for that. I want to learn how to better myself so I can better my community, so I can better my household, etc. Cut it off. Then we won't have videos like this down in the future, inshallah, right? But let's work. If there's not a temple in your area, give us a call at 1-877-808-2477, extension 103. My duty is I travel and go meet Moors to help them get, we don't do study groups, Moors. Call us and see why we don't do study groups. We don't do study groups, but call us. Extension 103, call me personally because I travel out, me, my wife, and one of the sheiks that's over in St. Louis. We travel and we come press the flesh of our brothers and sisters, okay? We meet them and greet them, and then we go from there on how we can do work together in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam, for those who are looking for a new area, Southern Illinois, we invite you. The whole entire Southern Illinois, we invite you. Or over in St. Louis, Missouri, because we have connections between St. Louis and Southern Illinois, the land of pharaohs. And inshallah, we got some things that will be happening this year of July or after July. I don't want to put it out there too soon, inshallah. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be for all the Moorish American Muslims, here, there, and everywhere. You want an escape route? You better come to Southern Illinois, okay? And find your Moorish monastery in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Because, see, a lot of our Moors live in live in cities, and those who are skilled know our thinking and our vibration change when we get out in areas like Carbondale, rural areas, okay? And you come out of the city life. When you get out and you walk and the sun is hitting you, right, and you're doing what you're doing, the vibrations change in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So we're going to set a monastery or whatever we're going to call it. It's going to be here. We got the Sufi community helping us that's here, and we have some Sufis in some other places that's going to get behind us. We got a couple other organizations, not Moorish American Muslims, that's going to be behind us. The Prophet said that the Europeans are helping me. Why not you? I say that. As soon as we said, oh, you guys were the Fez, we know the Fez is tied to Morocco, but Noble Drew Ali. I want to know more about Noble Drew Ali. This is what Europeans are saying about our Prophet. Praise Allah. See? And they own radio stations, right? And we're not telling them to give to the Moorish Science Temple of America, Moors, because Moors would try to harm us in court. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I tell Moors, and I'm sharing this video to say, go sit down with Bailey Hill and go sit down with Brother Braswell Bay and say at the house of our, and tell them, I want to see Noble Drew Ali's house like he said. Not like how you're trying to do it, or not how the other brother's trying to do it, or not how Ardnell Bay's trying to do it. I want to go directly back to what Noble Drew Ali instructed us to do. Go share that with them. In love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Or whoever say that they is central authority. Or whoever say that they the grand major everything. And they the home office. Go sit with them and say why I can't come in here and see other groups of Moors in here. I only see your group of Moors. Ask that question. Why is it only your group of Moors in here? I thought this was Noble Drew Ali's house. Noble Drew Ali was universal. Noble Drew Ali taught universal. Son, a lot of Moors don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that you saying, Neil Bay is saying that to go sit with this Moor and go build with that Moor. Yeah, Moor, I'm telling you that because the only way you're going to learn the true core of this movement is to sit down. I can't speak on Brother R. Jones Bay. No disrespect, because I know nothing about the brother personally. I only know of him. I never pressed his flesh, so I can't speak of him. I can speak of Brother Pray for Lil because I can remember shaking his hand in the parade before and meeting him in Chicago, Illinois. Also, not only this, not knowing, but I had brothers like Sheikh Salim Bey when I was in my low and I was calling myself a Moorish American officer. I was out here in these same streets, okay, doing wrong, okay? And that Moor, Brother Sheikh Salim Bey, he went. And he went into prayer and he shared it with his officer. And I didn't know at that time his senior officer was Brother C. Pray for Them. But that Moor used to take hours on the phone with me and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I'm talking about it takes finance to uplift a nation. I got to make 2,000 this way. I need to send 1,000 over this way. He like, Moor, I'm going to share the profit with you. And that Moor was using the Holy Quran. That Moor was using the Bible. That Moor was using he was using every sword on me. The Quran. He was using them all. And none of it really dawned on me until, like now, we're unfolding. Recital, he told me, Mo, get away from all that sovereign citizen talk. You know the prophet didn't bring that. When I first came over and started working with Brother Dawid, now, that Moor was highly upset at me. Not for working with him, but for going into things like straw man. And we started teaching the new Moorish Republic and all that. The new Moors are taking over. And we're going to sit these old Moors in the back. All along, I was whack. I was whack, Moors. So we praise the Lord for these Moors. Yeah, he talk rough. He'll make you want to go see him. But sometimes we need those who are going to speak rough to us because, look, Moors, everybody pacify us. You see? But I'm going to share this. Recital, Brother D. Bailey, Brother E. Braswell Bay, if you sit down and build with them all, you're going to get the same stories about Prophet Noble Drew Ali. The only story you won't get from Brother E. Braswell Bay is the Black Feds. Everything else you hear about the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, they all going to go to the same letters. They all going to go to the same warnings. They all going to go to the same Holy Quran chapters. Period. I'm speaking about nation building, Moors. I'm not in tune or caring about somebody's mans. All of them are the prophet's man. Now, what work we going to get done? Some of us are in our 40s and 50s, and this is the end of your life if you don't know it, if you're not eating right? And you're still out here and you're caught up under the cares of the world. So what are you going to do before you leave? Huh? What good gift do you truly bring to your Moorish Science Temple of America? Huh? And if you're ready to work, let's work. If you're ready to work, let's work in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We need help. We don't know it all. But you don't have to go out and start another government. You don't have to go out and start another entity. We just need to get under the prophet. Don't get in front of the prophet. Some Moors are in front of the prophet. We need to get right behind the prophet, Moors. Let him clear out the way. The prophet's working things out on the soul plane if you don't know, and that's real. That's not just some mumble jumble, Moors. The prophet said every word that he spoke was spirit, and that's real. Try it. And I guarantee you're going to hear from the prophet. When you start cleaning yourself up, you're going to hear from the prophet. You're going to hear from the prophet on high through his men. You're going to hear from the prophet through those that you know that on past form. You're going to hear his words in so many different ways, and it's going to be telling you it's time to do what you're supposed to do in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam? I'm ready to work. Look, Morris, right now in Morocco, praises be to Allah, we have families in Morocco. We have families in Ghana. We have families in West Africa that's reaching out and want to know more about Noble Drew Ali and the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. We got work to do. Praise Allah. We got work to do. We got brothers who are missionaries in the United States military, right? So when they go to certain places, they get to do missionary work in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice for Allah and the Prophet. Islam? Give us a call. We want to see missionaries throughout the United States and etc. working for us by us. That's what I share with you. It's not hard to do. Islam? It's not hard to do. In the land of pharaohs, right? We need help. So if you see this video, you're in Sunderland, you're in Belleville, you're in Paducah, you're in any of those areas, Charleston, Cape Girardeau, Mount Vernon, Centralia, we need you. We need you. We need you. Those in Chicago, out in the Wild Hundreds, we're going to take that area, inshallah, and we're going to do some great work in the Wild Hundreds. Okay, we have families out there that are better for themselves, and they want to see a better in their community. So with that, we will be doing a lot of work in the Wild Hundreds. I actually got to reach some of those who were BDs and GDs, okay, who want now to be under the Prophet as missionaries. BDs and GDs and stones to Allah who on left that life alone, right? And they want to be under the Prophet. So that's what we on now. We don't have time to argue with Bailey Ill. We don't have time to argue with Braswell Bay. We don't have time to argue with any of them. And actually, more, we love them all, okay? What they say about us, we love them all. I have never actually taken or stolen, and they have never did anything to me. Most of the reason why a lot of people despise me is because I don't sit up under their leadership. Okay? But I love them. A lot of them I gave money to for many years in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, whether they want to call it temple money or temple dues, whatever. And I don't mind giving because I understand in corporations or in business, you do things like that. It's not to buy them off. It's not for any of that, right? Love donations. If you got it, you give it. And I always try to have it, inshallah, so I can give it. I'm in Islamic societies where I see, brothers who come in and drop off $3,000 or $4,000, $20K, etc. I don't see that in the Moorish nation, and I want to see that in the Moorish nation for the righteous leaders in the Moorish nation. We shouldn't have broken down businesses or broken down storefronts and is representing the Moorish Science Temple of America. So I want you to go join 30 Days to Fund Your Life so where you can take that and help you and the members that's a part of your temple, of your group. 30 Days to Fund Your Life. Get all this stuff off your credit that's on your credit. Islam? And then after you get all that off your credit and you got a 680 credit score, you got an EIN number for your business along with a Dons and Bratz number, I got a way to get you anywhere from 10K to 300K. And you don't have to pay me $1. I get paid from the financial lenders to go out and find those 2%. You see? So go to Facebook, 30 Days to Fund Your Life. Free templates in there. Me and my wife paid to become credit consultants. And in the group, we're now sharing information with you in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. With that, I got to go pick up. I got a call coming in now. Peace and love.